Hello. Today's unsafe presentation is a jam-handy film strip from 1960, comparing the Corvair to the Ford Falcon, and is titled The Can-Do Car. We presented Ford's side of the story a few weeks ago. This is Chevy's version. We hope you enjoy the show.
Any man knows the difference between an ear of corn and a camera. He can see it, he can feel it, and every man knows that he can't take a picture with an ear of corn. But it isn't so easy to tell at a glance the real difference between a chopped-down conventional car and Corvair, a true compact car. Sure, there is a difference, a great big difference. Whether a man lives on the farm or in the city, he'll find that out. But it may be too late. For example, this farmer tries for the first time to carry something in the trunk of his new chopped-down conventional car. It fits just fine until he tries to shut the trunk lid. And then comes the Great Awakening. But it comes after he's bought the car. After it's too late.
I guess the only way I can carry corn in this car is to dump it in. That gol-darn salesman told me Falcon had more luggage room than any other compact car.
Hey, you fellas have got pretty fancy corn shellers these days, huh?
Doggone it. I can't even get a bushel basket in the trunk of this car.
Yeah, so I see. Say, I'm Joe Flash, photographer on the Big City News.
Glad to meet you. I'm Bill Plow. Hey, with the mess these roads are in, how'd you get here anyway?
Drove out in my car over there. Say, I'm looking for pictures, the storm pictures.
Well, you sure came to the right place. The fields are flooded and the mud's a foot deep on the roads. Why, I'm having a rough time getting feed to my own hogs only 2 miles from here.
Bill, tell you what I'll do. Help me get my pictures, and I'll help you feed the hogs. Is it a deal?
Yeah, but where are we going to carry the corn?
That's simple, Bill. We'll carry the corn right in my car. We'll put 2 bushels in the front trunk and 4 in the back. I only need room for my box and some holders.
Well, I'll be danged. I was going to look at a Corvair, but that Falcon salesman told me it didn't have enough space for carrying things. He told me that Corvair was just a city car and it'd be no good on a farm. You know how you're always carrying things on a farm.
You bet. And another thing, the Corvair will go every place. It's got to for me. Sometimes in the city, sometimes in the country, like today. Corvair takes me where I have to go.
Yes, you and I know that there is a great big difference between a chopped-down conventional car and the Corvair. The one true compact car in design, size, and mobility. But prospects like Farmer Bill don't know this. Practical, down-to-earth people like Farmer Bill and Big City Joe are special prospects. They ask themselves these 4 questions when they look at a new car. Will it do the job easier? Will it do the job more economically? Is it more dependable? Does it have more mobility? Well, let's see. Can Corvair do the job easier? Yes. Corvair's super traction will go places and do things that'll stop a conventional chopped-down car. And Corvair's fold-down seat and front luggage compartment provide the extra carrying space that makes it easier to do many jobs. Can Corvair do the job more economically? Yes. In a popular science road test, they drove the Corvair 10,000 miles over all kinds of roads. Yet, the total operating costs averaged only 1.8 cents per mile. And the Corvair with automatic transmission delivered 27.03 miles per gallon in the mobile gas economy run. Almost 1 1/2 miles per gallon better than the Falcon. Then, too, remember, it costs less to maintain a Corvair. With Corvair's Unipack compact power team, the air-cooled engine is easy to get at, and service is quick and simple. Even with major repairs, engine accessibility cuts labor time by as much as 3 hours. Then, too, owners get extra savings from longer muffler life and the elimination of antifreeze. Corvair's muffler is near the engine, and the heat keeps it dry and free from rust. And with Corvair's air-cooled engine, there are no freeze-ups, no boilovers, and no radiator hoses to replace. Also, the new low-profile tires last longer. Is Corvair more dependable? Yes. Corvair's Unipack power team gives dependable power where it counts. Wheels spin people into trouble too often for them not to know that the weight and power in a compact car should be in the rear, where Corvair's got it. Does Corvair have more mobility? Yes. Whether in a field, on a winding country lane, or a smooth highway, Corvair gets around quicker and easier than any chopped-down conventional car. It's easy to handle, easy to park, and easier on the driver during long periods of driving. Yes, Corvair is the can-do car for these special can-do prospects like Farmer Bill and Big City Joe, wherever they may be in the USA. Your job is to find them and show them what Corvair can do. You'll find them in the city and on the farm. Let's take a look at some of these special prospects for the compact Corvair by Chevrolet. You'll find owners of all types of small orchards are good prospects for Corvair, because Corvair can go right into the orchards for all kinds of errands. Near the city, poultry farmers bring eggs and truck gardeners bring vegetables and fruit to market. In many rural areas, you will find the owners of small general stores are good Corvair prospects. These merchants pick up small items from the supplier and later deliver them to the homes. In much the same way in the city, the pizza bakers make special deliveries. So do many drugstores and delicatessens. These city stores depend on delivery for a good part of their business and goodwill, just as general stores do in the country. Also, there are many rural feed stores and mills that employ salesmen who can use Corvair in making their daily calls. These salesmen often handle small deliveries, too, if a customer wants something in a hurry. The Corvair also can be a help to the city florist or garden supply store. There are many jobs too small for a truck to be done by these merchants, like small orders of fertilizer to deliver. Corvair's pert appearance will help out by attracting attention. And in the country, the reliable mailman really lives up to the neither rain nor snow motto of the U.S. Postal Service. Listen to what Mr. Pete Christensen of Holton, Kansas has to say.
I run a mail and newspaper route in the rural areas of Kansas. To cover my route, I must drive up to 70 miles per hour, and this Corvair has cut my cost of operations tremendously. In fact, it's cut it 1/3. Performance, comfort, and handling compared to larger cars that I've used on this route.
He mentioned the words newspaper route. All newspapers, even in the big cities, have long routes into the fringe areas or into the country. Why not call your local newspaper office and find the routes the Corvair can handle? In the rural areas, too, you'll find the Fuller Brushman and the Watkins route salesman. Corvair's fold-down seat eliminates the bother of locking and unlocking the trunk. Of course, don't overlook the women who sell cosmetics and beauty aids in the city, or show dainty apparel right in the home. Salespeople have to drive in all kinds of weather, over all kinds of streets, roads, and highways. Corvair is their kind of car. And it's the car for the family doctor. Like the mailman in the rural areas, he's a good Corvair prospect because he can't let bad weather or rough roads stop him. In the city, besides the doctor, nurses and social workers drive many miles each day, visiting homes and assisting those who need their services. Corvair's mobility and ease of parking will appeal to these girls. They'll find Corvair gets them there and back, fresher and in much more comfort than other compact cars. Sometimes on the farm, it's quite a ways to the school or to the school bus stop. A farmer's wife will find Corvair can do a lot to make her life easier while her husband is busy in the field. And city housewives find Corvair is ideal for shopping. It's easier to maneuver and so easy to park. And that front luggage compartment is a real convenience for carrying groceries. Just as in the country, the front compartment is a real help to a farm machinery repairman, for example, who will find his parts and tools are readily within reach. At night, as he works in the light from Corvair's 4 headlamps, it's even more handy. These repairmen in the country are much like independent garage men in the city who must pick up parts. Corvair comes in handy, too, for getting to roadside repair jobs and answering minor service calls. Insurance adjusters and salesmen are get-out-and-go fellas, whether they work with farmers or city dwellers. They find Corvair carries them to the job no matter where it is. An accident on a lonely road, a fire in a city store, or a field of wheat damaged by storm. And don't overlook the television repairmen you'll find in small towns or in the city. They carry picture tubes and other parts on the fold-down rear seat, while a toolkit rides in the front. Another fellow who goes everywhere is the construction man who travels where his work takes him. It may be right up to the side of a new bridge or right to an on-the-road construction job. He finds Corvair's super traction will get him there easier and quicker. Like Mr. J.C. Doolittle, a construction man of Tampa, Florida, who says,
We have purchased 6 Corvairs, which have been in service 6 days a week for 6 to 8 weeks. Our type of work calls for considerable off-the-highway operation. All drivers have reported excellent riding comfort and ease of handling. They also state that these units will outmaneuver a small truck in sand.
Corvair mobility is also well-suited to patrolling irrigation ditches and for checking vast acres of ranch land and miles of fences. In the city, Corvair mobility is valuable for burglar alarm patrols or other jobs which require Corvair's ease of handling on narrow city streets and in heavy traffic. Corvair makes it possible to cover more ground in less time. Sign painters are busy people, and whether they live in the city, the smaller towns, or in rural areas, the Corvair is an ideal car for them. In the country, the county agricultural agent is a man who gets around a lot to visit farms and farmers, giving technical know-how and assistance. Yes, this man must get around just as representatives of business machine repair sales and rental firms get around in the city. They may repair machines right in the office where they're used, or take them back for repair in the shop. For economical transportation, Corvair is just what they need. Just as timber cruisers and surveyors and pipeline maintenance men in many parts of the nation need Corvair, with its dependable power, traction, and ease of handling to get them in and out of difficult places, to save time and shoe leather. Also, in or near the city, motels and hotels find Corvair a natural for their specialized transportation needs. Corvair's economy and mobility are ideal for the many errands and jobs that need to be done each day. And what about airports? Corvair is an ideal utility car in these sprawling areas. Corvair can run the runways, taking up a minimum of space, and if necessary, can go across the unpaved fields in all kinds of weather. In the same way, at Army, Navy, Marine, and Air Force bases, the compact Corvair exactly meets the low-budget travel needs of the men and women in uniform. Other good prospects are teachers. Many times they must drive over bad roads, often covered with snow or wet and muddy from spring rains. Corvair will get them there and on time, too. Then there are oil and mineral exploration men. You'll find them in the city and in the country. They need an automobile that is as desert-worthy as a camel. Corvair, with its air-cooled engine, is the answer for them. And don't forget the local locksmith either. He's a good Corvair prospect. Locksmiths make hurry-up emergency calls to change locks, let someone in, or get someone out. This sort of trouble occurs in the city or on the farm. Another rural prospect is the veterinarian. Animal doctors in rural areas look after the health of cattle, sheep, and other livestock on the farms. They're on call at all times, just like your city physician. And another good prospect in the city is the carpenter. Lots of these men are odd-job carpenters with excellent one-man businesses. They flourish on the repairs and remodeling they do for city homeowners. And the carpenter, like all other Corvair prospects, will find that Corvair is a wonderful family car as well as a compact workhorse. Every member of the family will appreciate the comfort and ease of Corvair riding as much as the can-do man likes the way it does the job for him. So remember, the ear of corn and the canvas. It isn't as easy to see the difference between a chopped-down conventional car and Corvair as it is to know that an ear of corn can't take a picture. As Big City Joe says,
Yes, sir, this Corvair is a can-do car for guys like me. It takes me where I gotta go. I keep my equipment within easy reach on the fold-down seat. I don't have to grope for it like I did in the Volkswagen. But, man, I had to be sold. I had to be shown what Corvair can do.
special can-do prospects like Big City Joe have to be sold. And someone sold it. Why not put you in the picture and sell Corvair to some of these special prospects in your area? You've seen that they're all around you. Follow through and find them. For a good start, look at the yellow pages of your phone book. What about cabinet makers or farm supply firms? Start your own can-do program. Sell the economy, dependability, and mobility of Corvair. Put Corvair to work. Use the telephone and postcards to reach these special can-do prospects. And remember the 4 questions that these practical, down-to-earth people have in mind, but may not ask you out loud. Will Corvair do the job easier? Will it do it more economically? Is it more dependable? Does it have more mobility? You can answer these questions by showing these prospects how Corvair can do the job easier, can do it more economically, is more dependable, and has more mobility. Yes, you can show that Corvair is the can-do car with a compact power team. It's not a chopped-down conventional car. Remember the Kansas mailman? Corvair cut his cost of operations tremendously. And what it did for him, it can do for others. Farmers, route salesmen, tractor repairmen, anyone who goes places and does things. So put yourself on a can-do program. Find jobs Corvair can do. Sell Corvair economy, performance, and mobility. Put Corvair to work. It's your opportunity for considerable plus business.